All right, Cancer, welcome to your weekly horoscope for March 1st to the 7th. My name is Athen. So this week we have your ninth house being lit up as it sort of has been, but especially so this week because we have the Uranus Pluto square going exact next week, and now all the fast moving planets are starting to go over South Node and Uranus. Okay, so lots of energy here with this Uranus Pluto square. Let's talk about that real briefly, just to recap on what the major changes are that are taking place for you. We've got Uranus transiting your ninth. You guys are going through this sort of freedom and liberation of your principles and of life path and of spirituality in general. That Uranus in Pisces in the ninth is freeing you up. There's an enjoyment, there's an excitement to be had when we see the expansive, open elements of life and the opportunities in life. And if we have that, then there's a tremendous amount of freedom. So this can be, on a mundane level to anything from philosophy, university, spiritual studies, travel, anything relating to that ninth house where there are changes, but within, it's about that expansion, it's about that those opportunities and overall life path. So changes happening there for you guys in particular, squaring up to that Pluto in the sixth house, which is changes with your routine, your improvement, your health, the regiment, the day-to-day stuff. This is diet, this is also mental health, emotional health, these types of things. But you guys are improving, and the way you're improving is by continuously restructuring yourselves, you see. And that's what the Pluto element there has been doing in your sixth house. And so it's integrating these two elements, the sixth and the ninth. That's what it's been for the past 3 years for you guys, coming up to the last aspect of this in March. And so now we have the fast moving planets going over that ninth house. So let's start with very beginning here. Sunday and Monday, Venus goes over that South Node, letting go of old values. That's what this symbolizes. And it's old values, old perhaps things you enjoyed in regards to the life path or opportunities, expansive philosophy, even old philosophies, old principles that you once enjoyed that or were just a part of your overall enjoyment. And when I say past, I don't necessarily mean in this life. I also mean in past life. It's just a karmic sort of energy here with the South Node. So it's releasing these things, and it's revolving around your values and relationships along your life path and life direction. So yeah, Sundays and Mondays a good day to reflect, especially because we got Mercury opposite up to Jupiter, which is a good overall big picture perspective on our life, and especially because it's in the top part of your chart. Well, that's not really the top part, actually. It's the first in your seventh house with this opposition. So we have this expansion, these opportunities that have been shaping up in your first house, which is about you. I mean, you guys have had Jupiter in your first house towards the second half of last year. Since then, he's retrograde right now, Jupiter. So you guys may be reflecting on the opportunities in your life with the expansion and these types of things. But it's going to go direct in a few weeks. Well, beginning of April, 4 weeks. And so whatever those opportunities were you guys are seeing in your life, because Jupiter over the first is just generally lots of things coming up. It's just balancing that with whatever new you learned about relationships over the past few weeks with Mercury transiting your seventh house. And but in either case, it's an optimism. I think you guys are seeing things very bountifully in regards to relationships. Just keep it nice and grounded. But I think it's creating a nice fueling force for you guys this month. So very nice. On Monday, we've got Mercury sextiling that Uranus. So this is sudden opportunities. And that's what's happening is with all these fast-moving planets and with Jupiter, they're all aspecting up to that Uranus in the ninth, which is sudden things. So here in the beginning of the week, with that Mercury, it's just, I think there's an excitement. There's something maybe you're looking forward to or thinking about or whatever it is revolving around relationships or, anything in that seventh house, legal matters, sales, exchanges, anything that's one-on-one connections, that maybe is going to spawn some change and, sudden things in regards to your life path. Okay. And it could be something in particular. So on Monday, look for those opportunities. And again, it could be through expanding the mind or through traveling and these types of things. So just be aware of them. And it's a sextile, which means it's there, but we have to walk through the door. We have to make it into a reality. And that's a lot of what this week is about. Jupiter trines up to Uranus on Tuesday, which is all about that. It's all about seeing opportunities. And again, it's opportunities with your life path, with the travel, with the expansion, with the open horizons, with the philosophy, the principles, all coming from these opportunities in your life in general. So this is walking through the doors, but I think for some of you, there will be some new things, coming into your life path. But for all of us, just seeing those opportunities and then walking through the doors, that's the best utilization of this energy. Because with Jupiter by itself, Uranus by itself, in general reading like this doesn't really mean anything other than they're there. So we have to make something of it, right? Wednesday, sort of Tuesday, Wednesday time period, this is where things really start to get catalytic. Venus goes over that Uranus, breaking free. It's just wanting freedom in relationships. And I think this might be even sudden people coming into your life through long distance or overseas or through the internet or through traveling or philosophically or through church, things like this. Now, not everyone is going to be, someone new, but it's either generally for all of us, it's either someone, something, a new shift on relationships, a new take, or a new value in regards to these ninth house matters, new principles, these types of things. And we just want to integrate it with all these changes that are taking place in your sixth house with that Pluto transiting your sixth, right? So with the health, the diet, the routine, you're just sort of integrating still, you see, this week. But lots of optimism in regards to these areas of your life. Let's see, we talked about that. Mars is going to be conjuncting up to the South Node, letting go of old goals, old ideas relating to your life path, right? A lot of old stuff. And I think naturally through that, being willing to be open to release a lot of these old ninth house things is going to help create a nice motivational energy and drive. And you want to put that energy towards your life path, which for all of you right now in the big picture, not this month, but in the big picture, which is this month, but specifically, the big long-term sort of perspective here is about your communications. It's about you teaching, sharing, learning this year, learning more about yourself, perhaps doing some teaching, whatever it is, communicating. And it could be correspondence, day-to-day things, taking care of things like that. But you want to focus on that because this energy, by being open to letting go of these old energies, is going to give you that motivation to put into the new, into your growth, into the expansion, which are these third house things, communications, etc. Now on Thursday we got the full moon in Leo, which is very nice, your second house. So for those of you who've been working on anything regarding your sense of value, your values in life, your enjoyment of life, your finances, your sense of self-worth, what your value, what you believe about yourself and your achievements and these types of things, is coming up to a culmination point. So if you've been putting work into that sector for the past 6 months or 30 days, could be a high time for you. Perhaps some of you, could be a high time of the finance sector and these types of things. But in either case, seeing things, there's an opportunity to see things very clearly and from that overall overarching perspective, which is the full moon energy in regards to that second house. Okay, so very nice. And it's in Leo, so it's about having fun, enjoying life. Step into that sense of self-worth because you have it. We all do. There's this, we get so caught up in externalizing our values, but the true value is us. It's what we have inside. And who we are. Because when it comes to the material side of life, because this isn't so much relationships, when it comes to material side of life, we are our greatest gift. And it doesn't even matter what we have externally. If we're solid, if we believe in ourselves, if we have that sense of self-worth, then we can, the external will mirror that, right? So that is the most important thing. And so I think reflect on that, enjoy that, because it's forming nice positive aspects up to Pluto on Thursday. Saturday and Sunday, the sun goes over Chiron. So you guys have been illuminating the subconscious, the deeper elements of life, wanting to be open, vulnerable, and exchange in life, whether it's with relationships or your work. And that's really nice with the sun there. I think just being open to healing in regards to yourself with all this illumination that's happening with your psyche and your inner self and your inner relationships and things like this. Being open to healing will be a very nice weekend, a very enjoyable weekend for you to enjoy those deeper elements of life and really see the true satisfaction of what those deeper things are. All right, Cancer, have a fantastic week. Thank you again for all of your support. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please share your experiences down below to help spread your perspective on these changes for the community. And get in touch if you'd like a personal reading, and I'll talk to you next week. Take care.